Hello everybody and welcome back again to Let's Play Disco Elysium. So, in the previous episode we had a very long talk to the so-called Sunday friend over here, who is some kind of bureaucrat from the coalition government who apparently makes regular visits to the apartment of this mysterious art student smoker balcony guy. So make of that what you will. But while our investigation here may not have been the big breakthrough, I feel it did give us some interesting information. Anyway, it's getting kind of late, so I suppose I will return to the Walling in Rex, but not before I visited the crime scene again, and I will try to check out the footprints again, now that I have more visual calculus. So yeah, let's leave the building and let's return to the courtyard. So I think I'm just going to leave via this door. Alright, and now I'm here. And I don't suppose I can try this again, can
Just
I?
an ordinary wall. Nothing to see here.
Well, actually I can. Cindy's artistic impulses are infectious. Okay, so because I talked to Cindy, I have another chance at this. And I think my odds are better as well. But, again, I may want to increase my conceptualization first before I attempt this. So let's put on my conceptualized outfit, which is all this fancy white stuff apparently. And none of the new items that I got is actually helpful in this regard. Also, I don't need chain cutters anymore. Let's use the back again. Now,
Just an ordinary wall.
let's
Nothing
see,
to
how are
see
my
here.
odds now? Okay, actually, not bad. Let's see if this works.
Because you see it, finally. This wall is sublime. Look at it. The shadows, the colors.
Let the conceptual joy flow into your pupils and blossom into thoughts in your brain. Yes, let's.
All the other walls on all the other houses must make a pilgrimage in adoration of this, the uncontested pinnacle of wallcraft, color peeled from the very face of God.
Okay, more.
Oh, Wallfather.
Oh, Wallfather. Kim, I must paint this wall, add even more beauty to it. I mean, there isn't a lot of beauty on it now, so I guess it could need some color. No, there's nothing to add to perfection. No, clearly I must paint this wall.
Huh?
Oh, poor Kim, he's going to be so confused again.
He sounds tired of it all.
I mean, it is kind of late, and sometimes Harry's escapades can be a little bit tiresome, I suppose.
Cindy the Skull has all the necessary materials. Talk to her.
First, I know you're tired, Kim, but take another look at this wall. Draw nourishment from its beauty. I must talk to Cindy, get the necessary materials from her. Yeah, Kim, I know you're tired, but, you know, sometimes I just have these urges, apparently.
Sure.
The lieutenant looks up at the wall reluctantly, then back at you. Sometimes I feel very, very sorry for Kim. Yeah, I guess I can talk to Cindy to get the materials.
If you must.
He sighs and adds in a resigned tone. Well, at least he's not trying to stop me, so I guess we will do this at some point. Add even more beauty to the wall. You have seen an exceptionally beautiful wall in Martinez near the pier and have decided to add to its beauty artistically. This will take a brush first. Who would have one? Then paint, and then the act itself. Okay. But I mean, this can clearly wait for later. Now, let's return to the crime scene. And now that I think about it, I should maybe change my outfit again. Back on my usual jacket. I'm not sure if I have any clothes that increase visualization to improve my odds with the footprints even more. But I will have a look. Okay, here we are. Now, let's see. Can I increase my odds even more? I need visualization. Nope. Nope. I have nothing that increases visualization. I mean, some of the drugs might help me, but let's see what my odds are first.
There are several footprints in the mud, left by work
Okay, well, I
boots.
mean,
Anywhere from 6 to 12 pairs have walked here.
if this is not going to work, then I guess I don't know what else to do. It's 92%, so here we go.
Maybe more than 12. No, 8 pairs of boots have shuffled back and forth in the mud.
Alright, 8. I mean, the Sunday friend said 8 to 10, so that would fit. Go over them one by one.
1. Standard work boot, steel reinforced toes, number 46. 2. Standard work boot, steel reinforced toes, number 44. 3. Hobnailed work boot, steel reinforced toes, number 43.
You can tell all that just from these muddy footprints? That is actually rather impressive.
4. Standard work boot, number 45 or 46.
Well, which one is it?
You don't know. It's a miracle you can tell the prints apart as it is. The cold must have preserved them.
Right, it is a miracle. Count more.
5. Another standard work boot, steel reinforced toes, number 44. 6. An aberration, light as air, even pace, same make of boot, but number 41.
Okay, is it male or female?
Impossible to tell. Could also have been an adolescent. The gait is undeveloped.
Okay, so it might have been a woman, it might have been an adolescent. I am pretty good at this, ain't I? Yeah, I mean, as erratic and weird as Harry sometimes is, as I said, he does have his moments of brilliance, and this is definitely one of them. But I mean, I did pick, like, the thinker archetype, so this is definitely what he should be good at, you know, drawing conclusions like this. So it's nice to see it in action sometimes. So yeah, I'm pretty good at this.
You're not bad. It's as if the whole world darkens. Everything else has a thin film of unimportance on it, and the tracks burn in the middle of it, in a strange, beautiful way.
Yeah, quite literally, if you look at this visualization over here. Let's count the rest.
7. The glowing outline of a standard work boot, number 46. But the imprints are twice as deep as the others. The weight exceeds 200 kilograms.
So it's either a very heavy person, or he was carrying the dead body, because we more or less concluded already that they brought the dead or maybe unconscious body to the tree and then put him on the tree.
8. And yet another standard work boot, number 44. There's an aberration in the pattern of the sole, however. The right sole is smoother, more worn.
Weird. What could that mean?
How many?
The lieutenant has been tracking your eye's movement. 8. 400 million. No, it's 8.
I was pretty off then. I counted 20.
The same guys are going back and forth. Way off. Way. Say nothing. Yeah, apparently Harry is pretty sure that it's 8. And it's the same guys going back and forth.
I never got the hang of it. Hyperopia. Do you see anything out of the ordinary?
Yes, quite a few things actually. Light step number 41 shoe. Yeah, that one is a little bit different than the rest.
A woman or a kid?
Could be a woman, could be a kid. I don't think there's any way to be sure. I feel a woman would be more likely than a kid among all these, what we assume are union workers, right? So, could be a woman.
Okay. How do you know?
Well, just guessing, to be honest.
He knows it's hard to discern sex from a person's gait.
I don't. I just do. I'm just saying random things while looking at holes in the mud. I have no idea where any of this is coming from. Well, you apparently are just as good at this kind of stuff. Trust yourself. But yeah, in this case, I actually don't. It's just a good guess.
Understood. Anything else?
A heavy one, 200 kilogram imprint, apparently.
200? This could be the combined weight of two people, one carrying the other. Let's say a heavily built worker carrying a soon-to-be-dead man who's tied up.
Right, that's what I've been thinking.
He might be right. 200 kilograms of living weight is unlikely.
Okay, so one of them was carrying our victim. Presumably dead already because, he was shot first. One of them was carrying him over. Maybe it was a giant. It could have been an extremely obese person. No, for all we know, the person was dead when they brought him to the tree, so someone must have been carrying him, so it makes sense.
Probably yes. This would also fit with the victim being dead from a previous gunshot wound. They had to carry him because he could no longer walk.
Exactly.
Is there anything else that's noteworthy here?
Well, there is an aberration. One soul is smoother than the other.
Interesting. Let's name it the odd soul.
The odd soul.
Oh, this one's easy. Way too easy. It's a driver.
Is it? A driver would wear down their right shoe before the left. The accelerator is on the right. And remember that abandoned lorry cabin we found. Right, I do remember. When we investigated the drug trafficking. Right?
With a piece of sandpaper glued to the throttle.
Okay, well, so does this mean that our lady driver and potential drug trafficker is also among the suspects? The lieutenant adjusts his glasses as his eyes light up with excitement. I guess that's the way he shows his excitement.
Which means that the missing lady driver was also present at the lynching? That's it. She's the odd soul.
She's also the one running the drug trade. Interesting. First, the drug smuggling. Now this. How deep does this rabbit hole go? Women, shake your head. Always deceitful. There's one woman among the 8 people who did this. And you're pointing out the one woman? Yeah, how deep does this rabbit hole go?
We've identified one of the footprints, but there are still 7 to go.
How old do you think these tracks are? Yeah, what do you think?
A week, maybe? 7 days would fit the time frame provided to us by the caller, who reported the hanging.
Okay, so it's been a week ago, and that's when, they left the tracks here. Makes sense.
It is not impossible.
But how would you know?
I pulled last week's forecast for coastal Havashol. 7 days below freezing. The day before, the day of his hanging, was the last warm day.
Okay, good thinking, Kim.
Correct again. Sub-zero temperatures would preserve the tracks in a good state. The commotion here could have taken place a week ago.
Okay, so the pieces are starting to fall into place. So what do you think happened here?
What do I think? A mob of people brought something heavy to the tree. One of them was carrying the victim. They shuffled around, especially under the tree.
Right.
Then, after hoisting him up, they stood in a semicircle facing his direction. At first glance, this appears to be a lynching.
Okay.
Indeed. They all stood in a row here and looked at the tree.
Okay, so it would basically fit our current theory.
But we know the victim had a bullet in his head. A more precise way to put it is, it was made to look like a lynching.
Like the coalition official said, surreal like a play. We've been purposefully misled. I mean, the shooting could still have been a lynching, just not in the most literal sense of, someone being hanged. But, he was just shot. But it still could have been, a lynching in revenge or something like that. So yeah, a surreal play.
Exactly. They had to perform it to whoever was looking. The whole neighborhood, I suppose. And us, too.
Okay, well, I feel this actually gave us a lot of useful information. We've been through all of it. Alright, that was actually a good idea to increase that visual calculus to actually get past that skill check. Anyway, I'll leave this open as an emergency point. But now I suppose we can talk to Kuno about the drugs.
What does Kuno care?
I took care of the drug situation, right.
Alright, so you got Kuno's kilo. Here is how we do it. First, you give Kuno Kuno's kilo, then Kuno gives you half back.
Okay.
That's how we split it. It's the best way, street way.
And how can I trust you to actually give me back the kilo or half the kilo? Aren't you going to ask how I got past your dad? By kilo you mean gram. Alright, fair is fair. Give Kuno the vial. I'm keeping it. You don't need more drugs. You're 12. Don't give it to Kuno. I'm keeping it and I'm doing it all myself. Don't give it to Kuno. I'm not ready to make this decision. Yeah, aren't you going to ask how I got past your dad?
Word on the street is, you sent your little friend in dressed as a hooker,
Nah.
distraction style. That's some sick shit.
He nods approvingly to the lieutenant. Well, you say it's some sick shit, but you still approve, apparently.
Not a single muscle moves on the lieutenant's face.
Well, I mean, he's very good at not flinching, so there's that.
Kuno wants to hear all about it, but first we split the kilo, then we shoot the shit.
But it's not really a kilo, it's more like a gram, right?
Kuno knows what Kuno means.
Well, apparently not.
Kuno means gram.
Yeah, he means a gram. Alright, fair is fair, give Kuno the vial. Okay, now I have to decide whether I want to give him the drugs or not. I mean, so far I was able to, manage quite well without taking any drugs, so I don't think I need to keep them on account of, really needing them for myself. Of course, do I want to give drugs to a 12-year-old? Then again, I feel that he has other ways to get drugs, so I'm not sure if that really matters. And if I give him the drugs, he might be more willing to give me information that I need, so I'm actually inclined to just give him the drugs. And I mean, they are from his apartment, so they're not really mine to begin with. So whatever, take your drugs.
Wow, that's heavy.
He waves a minuscule bottle around and slips it into his coat pocket.
There you go. More than half in there. Kuno's fucking honourable like that.
Out comes another similar vial from the sock above his running shoe. Where did you just get this vial? But okay, I guess that's my drugs now. Okay, thank you.
There is no movement on the lieutenant's face as he stares intently at the trash container.
Well, I do appreciate the fact that Kim always just literally looks the other way when I'm doing something that is clearly illegal or wrong or whatever. He's such a good partner. But okay, I guess that was actually the end to that quest.
Now tell me, how the fuck are you still alive, pig?
I looked around in there. It's not the easy life you've got going on in that apartment. Kuno, I met your dad. Met in quotation marks. There was a textbook with your name on it in the apartment. There were tons of unpaid utility bills there. Apparently your life is not quite easy, huh?
The fuck do you know about Kuno's life? Kuno's got plans. Get the fuck out of here.
Okay, and how do you plan to do that?
Yeah, we got plans.
You shut up. I'm talking to Kuno and not to you. And yeah, I kinda met your dad.
Yeah, you do some Sambo shit, sneak in. Is the hooker thing real?
The hooker thing?
Sambo is an acronym for Samoan boxing. Graceful martial arts stuff. Sambo style implies stealth, cleverness, and cool. Just letting you know.
Thank you, Encyclopedia. It was dark in there, we sneaked in and got out. It was what you said, Kim dressed up as a hooker, full track distracted him. Kuno, your dad is half dead alcoholic, he was sleeping under some clothes. I killed your dad, Kuno. Of course, I kinda wanna see how Kim reacts if I pick this option. Let's see.
The lieutenant flashes you a sharp look, but doesn't say anything.
That is a surprisingly strong reaction from him for, his standards.
Only his tightly closed lips betray the effort keeping silent takes him.
Fuck out of here. Kuno made that shit up to demean you.
His eyes move between you and the lieutenant.
Look, pigs. Kuno gets it. You don't want to talk about it. Close quarters combat shit. Kuno doesn't want to talk about it either.
Alright, fair enough.
Combat trauma shit.
Combat trauma shit. I mean, as long as he just makes up his own ideas of what happened there, I guess I'm fine with that. I killed your dad. Yeah, your father was half dead, and he didn't really notice anything.
What?
His eyes become large and round.
His posture changes. The swaying rooster motion stops for a second. Then he gets it going again, reorienting himself.
Apparently that actually threw him off for a moment.
Fuck right. Kuno's dad was sleeping like a bum. Kuno told ya. Kuno's dad doesn't give a shit about anything. Fucking breaking and entering shit. That's nothing to Kuno's dad.
Apparently.
You got lucky, pig. Kuno knew this. Kuno's fucking violent fiend dad's been drinking hard lately. Kuno knew you have a way in. Narrow window. Kuno window.
Kuno window. Come on, kid, just stop. Stop acting tough, kid. You don't have to be scared of him anymore. Whatever scary thing there might have been, now he's nothing. Yeah, I was wrong. It's hardcore a real killer. Not really, and I'm pretty sure Kuno is aware of that. Yeah, there's no Kuno window. I'm sorry.
Fuck you trying to do? Get the Kuno to stop. Kuno's just getting it on.
His tone wavers.
Keep your ass together, Kuno.
Stop acting tough, kid. You don't have to be scared of him anymore. Whatever scary thing he might have been, now he's nothing. Yeah, I was wrong. He's hardcore, a real killer. Well, now he's nothing, whatever he may have been before.
Yeah? Kuno's dad is fucking nothing. Fucking coma shit, stroke shit. Kuno's dad is so fucking violent. He's had a stroke many times. Shit.
I can't really tell if Kuno is upset by this, or sad, or frightened, or happy. It's really hard to read him.
Kuno's gonna have one too. Gonna be just like Kuno's dad. Speed shit, crime shit, fucking on the bed. Kuno's gonna go out like Kuno's dad. Revachol West style.
Well, that is kind of sad, actually.
Stop saying all this sad shit, Kuno.
The whispers come smaller than usual. Why are you still listening to us? Just leave.
Fuck you talking sad? Kuno's got hard shit, death shit, nothing shit.
Yeah, he's trying so hard to be tough and, untouchable. You don't have to turn into that. Chances are you are going to turn into that. I'm afraid, yes, it's looking very likely.
Fuck right I am. Now get your nun ass out of here before Kuno fucks it dead. You think because you broke Kuno 1 gram of speed, you're friends now? Kuno ain't turning into shit. Kuno is that shit.
Well, if you say so.
Kuno won! Oh, you won, Kuno!
The relief is palpable. The little head jumps up and down behind the fence. Okay, but I have more dialogue options here. There was a textbook with your name on it in the apartment. Right. Your real name, which is kind of like Kuno, just written differently.
Yeah, so fucking what?
Yeah, I mean, Kuno, is it not pronounced like the same way?
Fuck are you talking to Kuno about that kiddie shit?
That's a lame name, Kuno. I like it. Kuno de Reuter. It's the same name. It's just written differently. But yeah, I guess I like it.
He's trying to fuck you again.
Right.
Fuck out of here. Kuno knows it's fucking lame. That's why Kuno changed it. Kuno can change his name into anything. Gonna change my name into
Do whatever you will. I don't care.
Don't change your name into that, Kuno.
Okay, but I mean, there were lots of unpaid utility bills.
Fuck right there were. Fucking 3 years or some shit.
Let me guess, Kuno's dad doesn't give a shit about them. Yeah, probably. That's no place to live in. You have to find somewhere else, find a job, pay them yourselves. Your dad can't handle things anymore. Yeah, maybe you should find another place to live.
That's right. It's a shithole. Kuno's gonna move underground. Leroy shit. Ancient shit. Kuno's gonna live in a fucking catacomb.
That actually might be a better place than that apartment.
Yeah, in a tomb, Kuno.
The little one seems overjoyed at the prospect. Okay, whatever. Let's conclude this business.
Yeah, pig. This shit is done. Now get the fuck out of Kuno's face. Kuno needs to drop the bomb.
Okay, I can still buy these pens, and I mean, I have quite the decent amount of money now. So maybe I do want to buy them.
Here, pig. We're fun now. Performance buddies.
Kuno unzips his jacket again and pulls the pens out of the plastic wrapping.
Kuno can already see you soaring through the air like a fucking eagle. Pig's in Kuno's debt now. Money debt.
Money debt doesn't mean anything. He's just saying words. You're not in his debt.
No, because I paid for the pens, so I don't actually owe you anything anymore. Okay, I guess that's it. I'm off.
Kuno doesn't fucking care.
Right. I'm honestly not sure if I'm getting anywhere with this boy. But yeah, do I want to wear these pens? I mean, the added composure is nice, but I still may want to change them. Although I'm not sure if I like the look. They look kind of strange. And since this gives me more physical instruments, maybe I want to wear a different shirt. But I don't really have any good shirts. I have this one that gives me more logic, and this one, but it has -1 suggestion, so don't really want to wear that either. Okay, so never mind. I'm just going to wear my new pants, and that should be it. But yeah, it's getting late, so let's return to the whirling and wrecks. And I suppose that would be the end to day number 2. Oh, there's something new here. Right, this is like the union box, right? But the union members have left already, so I have to remember to talk to them tomorrow, because I didn't do it today. Let's see, what do we got here? Photos of men in overalls toting guns and union placards. It's a bowl. There's spit in it, reeking of tobacco. You see hawthorn bushes outside. What's so unusual about it? I can't talk to this guy, can I? No. He's highlighted, but I can't actually do anything with him. Anything else I can do here? I still can't do anything with that door,
You
right?
see a heavy steel door with the cobalt blue surface feels rough to touch.
Barney not.
Old cobalt paint, rough on the finger. It leads to a side building, adjacent to this one. The old building next to this, half ruined. Whatever is behind it must be older.
I'm not sure if I was able to pass this test the last time, but I probably was. And, I mean, the building next to this one is freed, is it not? And I didn't really find anything in that place. Maybe I should check this out again another time. But okay, let's talk to guard and let's pay our bill, I suppose.
Can I help you?
Right, about my bill for tonight.
Got the 20 real?
Yes, I totally have.
Good. You got the room for the night, but remember, you'll need another 20 real tomorrow.
Yes, I know. But I mean, I have enough for 2 more nights now, so I think I'll be fine. Now, let's leave. Let's go upstairs. I probably can't talk to her again.
The door is closed. Still nothing.
Right.
The lieutenant gives you a quick glance.
Yeah, it's a little bit late. She's probably sleeping already. Okay, well. Time to go to bed. See you in the morning. Oh, so we're not going to have a debriefing today? Apparently not. He's just leaving and going to bed. Okay. In that case, never mind. Yeah, is there anything new at my apartment? Probably not.
The window stands broken in its frame. Cold wind. You see some lights shimmering outside, but it's difficult to make out the outlines of the buildings below. Dark phantoms with many tiny eyes, chaotically arranged and not looking at you.
Okay, so slightly different sight.
The fan stands still.
Don't need to do anything with that. But there was like a skill check on the mirror,
A mirror
right?
hangs on the bathroom wall. In it, your face, adorned with the expression.
Do I want to do anything with these skill checks? I mean, first of all, I could put a point into interfacing and then try to stop the water, right? And then try the other skill check again. Well, sure, let's give it a try. And again, let's see if I can do anything to increase my chances here. Interfacing. Reaction speed. Interfacing. There we go. And I mean, I do have some drugs, so the question is, do I have any drugs that would help me with interfacing? It's motorics, right? Let me have a look at my drugs. Okay, this increases psyche, motorics. I could use some speed. And this is for physique. Okay, so I could maybe use some speed to try this again. But first, let's see what my odds are.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. In
All
it,
right, I need to equip the proper tool as well. Chain cutters, right? I think it's chain cutters.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall.
Okay,
In it,
that's actually a
your
pretty good
face,
chance. Let's
adorned
try this.
with the expression. The faucet is quite terribly mangled, but you just might be able to twist its parts into place.
All right, let's do it.
You handle the chain cutters deftly, applying just enough pressure. The faucet regains a recognizable shape. The steam stops.
Great.
Told you that you needed those chain cutters. Everything is connected. Everything has a purpose.
Everything has a purpose.
The mirror begins to clear slowly without you having to wipe it.
Okay, I have another skill check here. I can try it again, but my chances are terrible. Know the origin, no more steam. Again, can I increase this in any meaningful way? First of all, so this again, so I need to increase my electrochemistry, right? So, electrochemistry. Well, this one too, but I guess it doesn't matter. Electrochemistry. And that seems to be it. Could I use any drugs if I need to? Electrochemistry is physique, right? Where is it? Yeah, it's physique. Okay. So again, I could use my speed or some pure holidion or just some alcohol. I kind of want to drink some alcohol anyway because I think one of my quests really wants me to take a drink. So, why not have a drink? Let's put it into my hand instead of the bottle. Bag, I suppose. Oh, what's going on here?
Well, hello. Someone seems to have found himself a bottle of alcohol. Here's where the magic happens.
All right, let's look at the bottle.
Light reflects off the green glass of the Commodore Red. The gods have been generous. Better pop it open before they change their minds. Wow, the gods of mass production have made this alcohol container laughably easy to open. A child could have done it.
That's maybe not a good thing. Usually stuff like that should be, you know, closed in a way that children can't open it. Open the bottle, should I though? I may have a teeny weeny heart attack problem. I'm sure it's going to be fine. Let's open the bottle.
There's a satisfying pop as the cork jumps out, and the hair on your back rises like an army at attention. You've been here before. Welcome back, detective. You're home now.
So what will be the repercussion if I take that sip?
Nothing. Some mental stuff. Nothing to be worried about. Physically, you'll be strong as an ox.
Well, of course, electrochemistry would say that. But sure, let's take a sip.
A golden sun melts down your throat. Its rays filling your nostrils with sunshine. Your stomach melts from it into a happy, gooey mess. So does your mind. All the bad things are melting. You're you again. A real cop. A real detective. Incredibly well done.
Well, don't exaggerate. I just drank a sip of wine, that's it.
In the bottom right corner of the screen, there's an alcohol button. Alcohol gives +1 to physique skills. Physical instrument, half light, electrochemistry, endurance, pain threshold, and shivers. This is good before rolling a white check, but damages your morale. And remember,
from the void we came, and to the void we must return.
Okay, I will try to remember that, whatever that means. And what is this?
The pockets of these new jeans are perfect for sticking your hand into. Makes you look cool, calm, and collected. As your hand enters the pocket, your fingers brush against something, soft, yet crinkly.
Oh, is it because I put on different trousers? Okay, let's take the item out.
Hey, it's a chewing gum wrapper. It reminds you of the fruity juice of apricots. You should inspect it closer if you have time. Something about the wrapper's texture is familiar.
Okay.
Not familiar in a good way, you might say. There's pain in there somewhere.
Well, that's no good.
By the way, the raw materials were most likely exported from Seaguy, the apricot suzerainty, and processed in Sur-le-Clay into the apricot-flavored chewing gum loved by kids of today and yesterday. Something about it is familiar, and not only to your fingers.
So maybe you have been eating this candy as a kid. But whatever, let's
The
try
mirror
that
hangs
skill
on the
check
bathroom
again.
wall. It's barely covered in steam anymore. It's your face in the mirror, adorned with the expression.
I mean, this is not as good as I hoped, but I guess it's good enough to give this another try.
It's like something
Yes.
snaps in you. A nerve ending. A thought. A sadness. Your face in the mirror is suddenly clean of the layer that had distorted it for God knows how long.
Okay? What does that mean?
Just like that, it's over. The running gag that your life had become. A sad old man looks back at you.
And is that really better? Let the mirror be for now. Okay, well, that's it. Oh, I see. His expression has changed. That weird smile is no longer on his face. Apparently, he finally managed to stop smiling. Okay. Well, I kind of thought there would be more to it, but I guess I'll take it. Anyway, let me have a look at that chewing gum wrapper. Use interact button in inventory to inspect the item. Okay, let's do it. A gleaming chewing gum wrapper found in the pocket of the laborer jeans. It gives off an ever so faint scent of apricots. Your mouth starts watering.
There it is again. The scent of apricots with a touch of cinnamon. Smells like the end of some distant summer. The surface of another planet. Or some ancient temple.
What do you mean, ancient temple?
Yes, from the height of antiquity. A long, long time ago. Millennia ago. On an island of time you can never return to.
And why end of summer?
The sun sets into the sea, but the water does not boil. Instead, it turns to liquid gold. For a moment, the world's store of precious metals seems to increase dramatically, and you are rich.
You have some weird associations with that bubblegum wrapper.
There is a movement next to you. The shuffle of a small coat, warm like the evening. But when you turn toward it, there's nothing there.
Where did it go?
Why are you talking to a gum wrapper?
I have no idea. I have no idea why Harry does anything of what he's doing. I guess I'll take a deep breath.
Bitter, citrus, sweet. It seems to grow stronger, like a glow, with every breath you take. Whatever petrochemical byproducts they used to create this artificial flavor have bonded tightly to the wrapper. Or is that just your memory filling the gaps?
It might be that.
Until a blossom of skin and flower petals erupts behind your closed eyes. Made of toffee, cream, and distance. You just had to take a dive.
Okay, I just got a new thought from that. Interesting. Apricot chewing gum scented one. Temporary research bonus -1 reaction speed. Living in the past. You have found a trace of entity who's been stalking you across the plains. The Gloomstalker, the conglomeration, the shadowy organization behind your downfall. Possibly connected to the dreaded X something. Granted, it is impossible to determine its true identity, but you can remember where you first smelled its treachery. Yes, use the Tutti Frutti gum wrapper. Reconstruct the day you first breathed in her untrustworthy atoms. I mean, that sounds interesting, so I'll keep that one in mind. But yeah, I guess I'm done with that now, so let me just quickly change my outfit again. I'm going to take this pants and this jacket and I guess the gloves are fine. Or do we want the half-light ones? Sure, why not? So I think this is basically what I had before, right? And I don't need to carry the bottle anymore. Anyway, I guess we will just go to bed, and that's going to be our final action for this episode. And then we can start day number 3 in the next episode.
The bed is still cold from the broken window. and not too inviting, but it's yours. You've earned it.
Yes, let's go to sleep.
The bed is still cold from the wind blowing in from the broken window. The mattress creaks as you close your eyes and try your hardest to fall asleep.
I wonder if things will be different now that I actually took some alcohol.
Here we are again, my broken bird. The waves are coming, carrying you away. But you can't go. No, you have to stay. Always half aware of yourself. You're not cooperating, brother man.
Why?
It's your disgusting body. Even through your sleep you feel a vague discomfort suffusing it. Your belly and your sides are unpleasantly tender. You wish you could curl up into a fetal ball of safety. But you cannot, because of the pain.
The pain. What is the pain?
And there's a lot of it, ever present in your organs. It's like every one of them has their own nasty song to sing.
Great.
That pain in your right side is your enlarged liver,
Oh,
by
okay.
the way. As for your kidneys, you've really been compounding the damage lately.
Yeah, and I didn't do my liver a favor because I actually used some alcohol again. These are my just desserts. I will endure this pain with dignity. I thought I was on the express to the silence. I am an artist and liver damage is my art. I think I need medical attention. I mean, treating liver damage as art is certainly something special.
Oh yeah, baby. Frame your suffering as a masterpiece. Only one problem. No one's watching. It's boring, buddy. Boring as death.
Wow, way to bring me down, ancient reptilian brain.
You're just stuck here, in the half-world. Could try looking at other people. Really looking. But why would you want to start doing that?
Just get me out of here then, back to the other place. I will. I'm looking at people all the time. I like them. Human beings will always betray you. Yeah, I think I like the other place better. I mean, the previous night at least we had some actual dreams and not just darkness.
Oh, baby boy, you're already in the other place. There's no nourishment for you tonight. Maybe tomorrow.
Maybe if you know, like, took a lot of drugs before you go to sleep, that'd do the trick.
I mean, I had a drink, so I guess I need to take some actual hard drugs if I want to have different kinds of nightmares or whatever.
Maybe if you cracked the damn thing, then you'd feel satisfied and tired, holding the picture puzzle in your hands, complete.
I mean, that sounds reasonable. I do want to crack, this case.
Maybe if you weren't so hard on yourself.
And that's a good suggestion as well.
What do you think you're doing right now? Coming to some greater awareness? Look at all these lights, blinking in and out of existence. Thoughts! You're just pretending that you're asleep, even to yourself, while the world goes on without you.
Well, I'm not seeing any lights, though.
Let it. Let it.
But it never seems to let you go, does it? Time to rise and wipe that shining sweat off as best you can. Gather your bearings. Rock and roll.
Okay, so is it time to wake up already? Well, it might be. Okay, there we go. Day number 3. He doesn't look well rested, but it did heal my morale that I lost from drinking the alcohol. Okay, so here we are at the morning of day number 3. I will have a look at my journal at the beginning of the next episode to see what important task we could do today, like talking to the union people, I suppose. But for now, let's call it a day. As always, thank you for watching, and see you again next time.